What's up, you guys? This is a more updated video on how to increase your reputation with Ref. There's a better way to pair your in-game tasks in Arena along with the main game tasks, because again, when you do your daily tasks and your weekly, you have to wait until the next day, obviously, to get your next tasks. And guys, thank you so much. We finally hit the 200 subscriber mark, which is awesome. I feel like I was just making the 100 subscriber video just the other day. So it's been cool to watch this channel just kind of slowly gain a little bit of momentum. And hopefully we can hit my goal by the end of the year is 250 subs. So if we can hit that, that would be awesome. If you're unfamiliar with how to unlock Ref in the first place, you need to do the task from Skier called Burning Rubber on Ground Zero, which is just surviving through the vehicle extract. Then after Burning Rubber, you got to do Easy Money Part 1. And then this is unlocked from completing that task. And then it looks like I think you can just purchase these posters from Skier, and then you're able to plant them in the scav base or in Stronghold, and you're able to place them on specific spots on these beds and everything. So I think you need 3 posters total, maybe just 1. It looks like just 1 has to be stashed. So it used to be a lot harder, so thankfully they made this task a lot easier. Then from a fresh account, you already have Ref unlocked. Here's a quick tip I just learned by accident. If you're anywhere in the menus, you can just press tab and it'll take you straight to your stash. I had no idea they added this. Even if you're like in the buy menu here, you can literally hit tab and hit tab again, and you can go back and forth in between the trader tab you were just in. I had no idea that this existed. The next is Easy Money Part 2 after that. Now, before, you used to have to find very specific food and drink items. Now you don't have to do that anymore. So I was actually stuck behind Easy Money Part 2, mostly because I was always playing Arena. So they finally understood that and made it to just where you only have to turn in 5 drinks of any kind and 5 food items of any kind. They just have to be found in raids, so you have to get out with them. So I would find those food and drink items before even playing Arena and doing your daily tasks, because then we move on to balancing Part 1. The other task being provide viewership. Provide viewership is actually a little bit easier. It looks like they changed the requirements. You still have to place 4 cameras in these specific spots inside of the building, but it looks like before you had to eliminate, I think, 25 scavs specifically inside the plant. Now it looks like you just have to eliminate any 15 targets. So that could be PMCs or scavs. Now this does give you a huge jump in experience. It looks like you get 32,000 experience. You get some GP coins. Then you get a gun and some rounds. And with provide viewership, you can actually stack that with balancing Part 1 by just using an AUG. I don't know if you're able to access an AUG from Peacekeeper level 1. Looks like you can, so you can purchase the AUG A1. Thankfully, Ref does give you 2 AUGs as well, so you are able to purchase them if you need to, and then use the AUGs to go into that building, and then take out a few scavs. Again, provide viewership is not super necessary because it's a dead-end task, but it does give you 32,000 XP, which does allow you to quickly progress and get your next loyalty level, which is loyalty level 2 Ref. Then after balancing Part 1, getting those 5 scav kills with the AUG, we're able to unlock balancing Part 2 and then To Great Heights Part 1. With balancing Part 2, all you have to do is kill 2 PMCs while you're wearing a P.A.C.A. This is pretty easy. You unlock it at Ragman loyalty level 1. It's only a level 2 armor class, so it's not extremely good, but this isn't really super necessary. This is just if you want to keep grinding reputation while you're playing the main game, because as long as we get to Great Heights, we can finally move over to Arena, and then we can do this task that you have to complete in the main game. What this means is you will go to the separate game, Escape From Tarkov Arena. You'll do this task, which is win a match in checkpoint or last hero, and then you will come back to the main game to complete the task. So when you hop over to Tarkov Arena for the first time, I'll try to reroll your tasks for checkpoint and last hero tasks, so that way you can complete this main game task while you're in Arena, and then once you get this completed, that will take you to Great Heights Part 2. Then we can just start going through some of these tasks that you will unfortunately have to bounce over to the main game to complete, and then go back to Arena to try to complete more tasks and gain reputation as quick as possible. And of course, I forgot to mention, with pretty much every single main game task we do, even though it is a little tedious going back and forth between Arena and the main game, you are getting plus 0.03 rep for each task you complete. Where in Arena, when you complete a daily task, you're usually only getting plus 0.01 rep per task completed. So if you do 3 tasks for daily tasks, 3 daily tasks pretty much equals 1 main game task. And as you go through To Great Heights, you can see that the reputation increases a little bit more here for the requirement. And then even the 4th To Great Heights task, we're able to get plus 0.09, which is a huge jump in reputation. These are also giving you tons of GP coins. We're also getting the arena armband through the 4th To Great Heights task, as well as a bunch of XP. This gives 12,000 XP. And then part 5 gives you 21,000 XP. And we go to Against the Conscious part 1. Now this is a task where you will need a key. It unlocks a room on customs and dorms on the 2nd floor. It is a very good loot item key as well. If it's early wipe and what they did for this previous wipe where you're not able to purchase anything off the flea market because it's closed for a month or two, you are able to go to Shoreline and you can find the key over there. Because this key is pretty vital, I will show the pictures of where they're able to find it here. Looks like it's on the desk in that book. In a pan. Then on the desk there. It looks like it's in the ashtray. So from just beelining from Easy Money Part 2 all the way to Great Heights Part 5, you are able to get point plus 0.3 rep. This is not 0.03. This is 0.3. Both Edge of Darkness and Unheard editions, you are able to start with 0.2 reputation with all traders. So that means if you are able to get to Great Heights Part 5 within the first day, basically, of wipe happening, you're able to get plus 0.3 rep and have pretty much level 3 ref unlocked on almost day 1, or at least within the first few days. And then once you move on to Against the Conscious, again, this is where you get that Overseer key. You can do Part 2, which again gives another plus 0.06. I would try to get that Overseer's key and do that task as soon as you get it if you've done all your daily tasks in Arena, because then the next task is eliminate 100 enemies in any game mode. Then after those 100 kills, it leads to decisions. You have to go back to that room, and then there is a dead body on the floor, and then you pick up this Ref Dirt. If you turn it into Ref, you get plus 0.15 reputation with him, but he also gives you a secure container, which is actually a very good container even for standard account players. This is actually a bigger container than the Gamma container. But yeah, they changed the THETA container to where now you can have, it has a 2x4 slot and then a 1x2 slot instead of a bunch of 1x2 slots. So it means you could put a whole tank battery in there if you really wanted to. Gamma is still nice at the beginning, but I'd rather just have the THETA. So here's just a really quick recap. You're going to do Easy Money Part 2 after you unlock Ref. You're going to go to Great Heights Part 1, and you're going to go all the way to Great Heights Part 5. Then you go to Against the Conscience Part 1, and this is where you'll have to farm the key, go into that room, and then after you complete that task, you'll go back to Arena to do your 100 enemy kills. Then decisions, grab your secure container, as well as that plus 0.15 rep. After you go back to that key room again, back in the main game, and within just basically, less than a week, you should have about 0.7 rep for ref. And what I would do if you really wanted to just beeline ref level 4 as fast as possible is I would just do your daily tasks for Arena, but I would go to Balancing Part 2 and just start doing this task line, which leads to Surprise. You have to hand over, ballistic plates found in Raid. Then you can just start going down the task list on Ground Zero, doing a bunch of different things for Ref, just trying to maximize as much of that reputation as possible. If you are able to get very close to level 25 within the first few days because you beelined all the Arena tasks, you'll probably be able to run Tier 4 armor very easily and find a lot of these things that you need in the main game and get very easy PMC kills while you're trying to grind those main game tasks. But I really love the changes that they made to the main game tasks to where they're more enjoyable for somebody like me that plays Arena a lot more than I do the main game. And it's nice because there's more incentive to grind the main game tasks instead of just playing Arena, especially if you've done all your Arena tasks. You can go over to the main game and grind those reputation points out so you can get ref loyalty level 4 as quick as possible. Let me know what you think in the comments below if you like the changes that they made to the main game tasks and how they're a lot easier. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good one.